Bangor.
From the Great Northwoods to the Rock-On Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, state lawmakers take action to stop false reports that have caused the evacuation of Maine schools.
Plus, the town of Skowhegan is appealing to the state to help repair some badly damaged roads.
And it was a somber event to remember the many Maine residents who have lost their lives to opiate addiction.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. We'll have those stories and more coming up, but first I'm going to raise my chair because I'm sinking down. As soon as I sat on it, I started lowering down like a little elevator or something like that. Anyway, good morning. Here we are again. I feel all out of sorts. Like the last 10 or 15 minutes, I've just been running around trying to get everything
we just sat down. It's a little different of a morning.
Now breathe. All right, we're going to talk about the weather first.
We are.
Another day. It looks like another batch of stormy weather coming in. Looks like we're going to have a little snow today.
Looks like it. It kind of threw us a weird mix yesterday, though. I didn't see much. And I thought I was going to expect more.
A few flakes later in the afternoon, no big deal. I have no idea what's happening with today's storm.
I don't either.
I didn't have time to check it out.
But
I know somebody who did.
Devin Biggs has the details.
All right.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo and stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, here we are this morning. A small craft advisory is up through Wednesday morning, or Wednesday afternoon, I should say, at about 7 p.m. along the coast. So until 7 p.m., I'll emphasize again, as we'll be watching for some wave heights that will still be rather high from time to time, as we're watching kind of an area of low pressure, a wide circulation that's pretty much off to our north and east. It's going to bring a little bit more snow to our neck of the woods as well. We'll be watching for snow showers on and off today. It might accumulate in a few spots, but for the most part, nothing to get too worried about. Here's a big picture. Look at the circulations here. We have one right about in here, and the general flow is from east to west. So we'll be watching for more energy that will be moving in as you do move forward. As for the winds, not too bad out of the north in general at about 10, maybe up to 20 miles per hour from time to time, although the winds will really pick up tomorrow. That is why that small craft advisory is posted. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Clouds with a few snow showers possible. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. Following last November's swatting incident that impacted 10 Maine schools, state legislators are coming together with bipartisan support to update Maine's existing false reporting regulations. R.A.J. Douglas reports.
I am scared for my friends and for my family because I don't want any more of this.
On November 15th, 2022, numerous schools across Maine received threats of an alleged active shooter. Law enforcement later determined all threats to be a hoax. Now legislators are endorsing LD 405, an act to prevent false reporting leading to evacuation, shutdown, or lockdown.
This is how we can really protect our students and educators and parents from the trauma that everyone experienced that day.
Maine's existing false report of a crime laws define false reports as when an individual knowingly gives false information to law enforcement or first responders concerning an emergency capable of endangering people's safety, knowing such information is false. The new law aims to include false public alarms that enhance 911 evacuations based on swatting calls.
Our current false report law is outdated and actually wouldn't cover the swatting incident. The existing law just didn't fit with the way operations happen these days.
During Monday's public hearing with the Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee, a member of the American Civil Liberties Union spoke out on behalf of the organization in opposition.
The ACLU appreciates that an evacuation or lockdown in a school or a college dorm can be traumatic and an inefficient use of emergency services. But expanding our criminal code is an ineffective and unnecessary way to prevent or address those harms.
The Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee will continue to review LD 405 following Monday's public hearing. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news this morning, a Massachusetts man is dead following a multi-snowmobile crash in Aroostook County over the weekend. The Maine Warden Service says the crash happened Saturday afternoon, shortly after 2 o'clock, and involved 3 snowmobiles in all. They say 57-year-old Daryl Sittler of Chelmsford, Massachusetts, was traveling north on a snowmobile trail, ITS 85, in Oxbow, followed by his wife, who was driving on her own snowmobile. 3 other snowmobilers were traveling south towards Sittler in the opposite direction. Sittler and 2 other snowmobiles collided near the crest of a rise in the trail. He passed away at the scene, and one of the other riders was treated for a hand injury at a local hospital and later released. The Maine Warden Service says they will continue to investigate that crash.
A school bus crash in Berwick sends 2 people, including a student, to the hospital. Police were called to School Street around 7 yesterday morning near the Beaver Dam campground, which officers shut down for a period of time. The collision involved an MSA D60 school bus and an SUV, but investigators are still trying to figure out what led up to it. The driver of the SUV went to the hospital with minor injuries, as well as a student who said she hit her head on the window while in her seat. The rest of the students were taken to school.
The school district sent a second bus to pick them up, and they were brought to school after they were checked out by the school nurse.
Police are asking witnesses to give them a call.
Meanwhile, yesterday was Black Balloon Day. It's a somber day that remembers those lost to opioid addiction. Members of Peer-to-Peer Recovery Center marked the occasion in a unique way. Our Matthew Jaroncic has the story.
Someone brought the day to my attention, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just thought, okay, we've got to do something. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to walk from Millinocket to Medway.
Alongside Peer-to-Peer's executive director Ginger Collins, the 2 commemorated Black Balloon Day with a 9-mile walk carrying black balloons.
Today is Black Balloon Day, and that is to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic and overdose deaths.
Black balloons were strung along downtown Millinocket in the teens' path to remember those whose lives were lost due to the opioid epidemic. According to a recent report from the Attorney General's office, there were a total of 10,110 total overdoses in the state of Maine from January to December 2022. Collins says this walk is a great way to reinforce this ongoing crisis at hand.
I thought it was a super idea. It's out of the box. It's what needs to be done to get recovery out of the box. You got to think out of the box and do things that will attract.
The Black Balloon Day Walk started at the Veterans Memorial Park in Millinocket and ended at the Peer-to-Peer Recovery Center in Medway. Ginger and Alice say the community makes these 9 miles worth every single step.
The response has been great. We've gone in, we've talked to people, we've introduced ourselves, we've given them brochures and our meeting schedules, and so they've been really open to talking to us this morning.
Members of the community honked their horns and waved as the duo endured the tough conditions and pressed on. The wave of support the 2 received is why Collins says she is thankful for the work she does.
It gives us a great enthusiasm to go back and to continue doing the hard work. But the reward is to see a person go from the throes of addiction to recovery, and there's nothing more beautiful than that, and that sustains us.
In Millinocket, Matthew Jaroncic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Penquis is being awarded funding to help the survivors of human trafficking with access to housing. The grant for more than $615,000 comes from the U.S. Department of Justice. A statement says the grant will enable survivors to obtain stable housing and have access to resources that support safety, self-sufficiency, autonomy, and well-being. The services will be offered in Penobscot and Piscataquis counties. More than 150 survivors of human trafficking and 200 of their family members were served in the greater Bangor area in 2021.
The legislature's Taxation Committee has approved a measure that would create a sales tax exemption for children's diapers. The bill, sponsored by Kelly Noonan Murphy of Scarborough, was amended to include children's diapers accessories like pins and covers. 22 states do not tax diapers. Maine is currently the only New England state that does. If the bill becomes law, diapers should not be subject to sales tax starting in 2024. It will move to the full legislature for consideration in the coming weeks.
A local town is asking the state for some much-needed repairs to one of its main roads. Devin Dagnall spoke with officials about the work that needs to be done.
The Maine DOT recently released a 3-year work plan for all the roads it plans on repairing and updating in the near future. In response, the town of Skowhegan sent a letter to the Maine DOT asking the organization to reconsider its current list and prioritize Route 201, also known as Madison Avenue.
I believe that Madison Ave should be on the list.
According to the town's road commissioner, Jason Finley, officials are frustrated because before the list was published, they were under the impression that the road would be repaired this year, if not the next. The letter states that the road is in terrible condition and falling apart, and although the town's highway department is doing what it can to patch it up, it's just too much for them to take care of. Finley says the town has already done several $1,000s worth of repair to the road this year.
We've put 3 loads of coal patch on just Madison Ave this year, and we're out there 3-4 times a week on the weekends and everything, putting out coal patch, and most of my man hours in the winter are on Madison Ave.
According to Finley, residents of the town are constantly calling his office to complain about the condition of the road, with some even saying they have blown tires because of the potholes.
Basically, all you do is call them, you answer the phone call and you apologize and say you're sorry and tell them we'll be able to fix them. Now we've been giving out DOT's number and telling them to call them to help us with the problem, because we really need their help to get this done.
We reached out to the Maine DOT for a comment on the situation, but no one was available to speak at this time. In Skowhegan, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
So many towns are experiencing similar conditions. Obviously, they have a really bad roadway there where it gets a lot of traffic there. I think it's only going to get worse, too, because spring is coming, and that's when we see a lot of potholes.
We've had such flip-flop weather, I'm sure it only makes it worse.
Keep those crews busy.
Right. The time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, hospice workers are there to help families during the most difficult times of their lives. We'll take a look at some of the misconceptions about end-of-life care.
But first, another check of your weather forecast. Looks like we can expect some snow showers today. The highs will be near 34 degrees. Those snow showers continue tonight with lows dropping down into the upper 20s. Tomorrow, yes, more snow showers to start the day, and then things will warm up. The temps tomorrow right around 42.
Now what? You say it when things go wrong. At Prudential, we think you should say it when things go right, too. Like when you score your dream job, sell your business, or discover she's smart, really smart. Now what? Here's what. You connect with Prudential's rock-solid team serving over 50 million people with investment, insurance, and retirement know-how. Who's your rock? Visit Prudential.com or speak to an advisor today.
Take your taste buds on a journey and experience the brand new international menu Tuesday through Thursday only at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub. Every Tuesday, enjoy their delicious French cuisine. On Wednesdays, enjoy their memorable Italian delicacies. And every Thursday, be ready for a fiesta with their Mexican favorites. A full 5-course dinner for just $29.95 per person. And don't forget about their all-you-can-eat seafood Fridays. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Local news weeknights at 6 with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC7.
This week, take a peek at how they spin in Spain, Hungary, Denmark, Romania, and Greece.
Captain Vanna's running around all over the world.
I mean, he was okay, but he didn't pull any beards, did he?
Oh, it's Wheel Around the World.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, hospice care can help people live their final days, weeks, or months to the fullest. Our Peter Dubois spoke with a widower and a hospice caregiver whose real-life experiences shed light on some of the common misconceptions about end-of-life care.
We literally had just had our 30th anniversary, and it was a couple of days before, and she woke up in the night, and we thought maybe it was appendicitis.
Steve Hansen's wife, Diane, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2015. The cancer spread multiple times over the next several years, prompting her to make the hard decision to end treatment.
She eventually got tired of being, sick from chemo, sick from medicines.
The Hansons spent the next year traveling and making memories together. But as Diane's health continued to decline, hospice care became part of the conversation.
There was a real negative connotation in her mind of having hospice, but in fact the opposite was true. She didn't want to call hospice because she was under the impression that with hospice, once they came, that was it, you were dying.
Tricia Kluge, a Northern Light home care and hospice social worker, helped correct that misconception.
A lot of people feel like when hospice comes in, that means I'm going to die quicker. And the studies show people that have hospice with the same disease actually live longer because they're living better.
It was more her because she kind of felt, I think, like that she was giving up once we called hospice. But the truth of it was, I think they actually bought us more time. But with hospice, we had an advocate that could actually call a doctor right away and say, I'm here, this is what I'm seeing, this is what the patient's dealing with. And that got handled. It didn't become a days-long process. It became a today or tomorrow process.
Kluge says hospice care is multifaceted, taking into account all aspects of a patient's health.
Hospice is more than just physical care. It's emotional care, it's compassionate care, it's spiritual care, it's looking at you holistically.
She says although dying is incredibly difficult to talk about, it's never too early to have that conversation.
And so hospice isn't about giving up, it's about taking your life back, because now your days are your own to spend doing what you want to do. Going out for a ride, getting ice cream with your grandchildren, going to see a play, going on a vacation.
The one thing I would say to anybody, and I've said to people, is don't wait until you're literally in the worst of it. You can get them in there and it could be easier and for everybody. It got a lot better.
That was Peter Dubois reporting. Now, Kluge says that almost every insurance covers 100% of the cost of hospice care. If you or someone you know is considering starting that conversation, you can find more information and resources at northernlighthealth.org.
Mainers that just returned from a work and witness trip to Guatemala say they're still living in the afterglow of all they've experienced. A total of 16 volunteers from the Bangor Church of the Nazarene and other churches in the state teamed up to bring school supplies and dental hygiene products to the Nazarene Church in Guatemala while they were there. The team also helped build a second story and roof on one of the churches. The volunteers shared their week-long experience and all the miracles they witnessed while in Central America with those who attended the church service at Bangor Nazarene this past Sunday.
It's important for us to share the love of Christ, the love of God with those that we serve. And the best way to do that is to meet the needs of others.
Chris Kelly says you do not have to be a member of the church to volunteer for one of these trips.
What a neat thing they did, though.
Absolutely. There's so much value in that.
Yeah.
The time is now 6:18. After the break, we'll check out a dog rescue shelter in Quebec that is owned and operated by a one-woman team.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
The weather in Maine is tough on any vehicle. Let the qualified technicians at D&S Auto keep your vehicle running the way it should. D&S Auto, Brewer, Maine, full-service repair, routine maintenance, and everything in between.
Markdown Madness has started at the Furniture Gallery, and we're in the game to save you money. Introducing our starting lineup. 10% off all in-stock recliners for the best seat in the house. 10% off all adjustable bases to upgrade your sleep and be game day ready. And up to 70% off all clearance items. The Furniture Gallery brings you better brand names plus a bigger in-stock selection, all at the lowest prices around. Hurry in to catch all the action. Find your best value at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Start your outdoor adventures in Orono this weekend. The Eastern Maine Sportsman Show is back, Friday through Sunday at the University of Maine Fieldhouse. This show is for everyone who loves the great outdoors, even kids like me. Fishing, hunting, or camping, it's all here. See boats, docks, and fishing lures. The displays are really cool. You can shoot a bow and arrow or watch dogs jump in the pool. Find more info online. Come to the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show this weekend. Then get outdoors with your family.
DNS Auto, conveniently located at 510 Wilson Street in Brewer, has the right car, SUV, or truck for you. Just tell us what you're looking for and we'll do the rest. We special order over 200 vehicles a year. DNS Auto, your best alternative to the big box dealer.
Welcome back, everyone. A woman in Quebec is saving lives. Jenny Cope operates Give a Dog a Home Rescue, a nonprofit that strives to do exactly that. As Jody Hersey tells us, it's a one-woman operation that could use some volunteers to ensure more dogs get a second lease on life.
We save dogs from the kill shelters in the south. We also save them from the meat trade. We've saved dogs and cats from Afghanistan, from the war zone before that closed down. And we've saved dogs from, we've just got 12 in from the Bahamas.
Jenny Cope is passionate about dogs. After serving in the British Army, she moved to the States and adopted 2 German Shepherds. Then in 2015, she bought a home in Quebec for herself and her nonprofit Give a Dog a Home Rescue.
The adoptions throughout the United States has plummeted big time. They're back to killing a lot of dogs and cats in the South because people are not adopting.
Cope currently has 18 dogs at her rescue, and she's expecting another dozen or more at the end of the month.
We have a Doggy Day Out program, Let's Go for a Walk it's called, where people can come and basically sign a dog out, and you take it out for a drive, take it for a walk, pajama party, an overnight weekend.
She's not looking to convince people who can't afford a pet to adopt, but rather come by and help socialize the animals.
It's a two-way thing. Humans can give the rescue dogs that love and attention, a bit of training, the socialization to help them. And obviously the dogs can give back with their kisses and the cuddles.
Last year, Cope opened a pet pantry at Give a Dog a Home Rescue to help those in her community, including first responders.
Currently serving police, fire, ambulance can sign up and get free dog and cat food.
The work can often feel overwhelming, but Cope says at the end of the day, it's all worth it.
How do you stop? You know, because they need you. The good feeling and the good that you do outweighs the difficult times.
In Quebec, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
What a great thing they're doing there.
That's a lot of happy wagging tails.
Yeah, you want to go play with the dogs, don't you?
I was distracted just by the dog shots, but yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. As Jody said, she needs some help. So
yeah. Keep up the good work, though.
Yeah. All right, the time is now 6:22.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with Devin.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, here we are. So winds, it was windy yesterday. Look at some of these wind gusts we had, getting up to 60 miles per hour at times in a few spots like Bangor and Plymouth. In other spots, though, not too far away at 56 miles per hour, and Princeton at 38 miles per hour. So it was rather windy across the region yesterday, and now obviously the winds are starting to calm down as we only have a small craft advisory that's posted until 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Tomorrow the winds will pick up again, and they'll have to get the surf active yet again. But for now, wave heights are starting to calm down for now at around 1 to 8 feet, kind of a sharp range, right, according to some of the buoys out towards sea. And of course, we can see some of the green farther out towards sea in some other areas as well, indicating some higher surf that's being noted. For now, we're watching more snow moving in from the north going toward the south. It's been developing over the last few hours, so we'll be watching this movement for the north going toward the south. And we'll keep that going for the daytime period today. We'll give you the bigger picture to see why this is happening. Kind of a general flow. We have a lot of this general pattern here going from the east, going toward the west. There's an area of low pressure right about in here. And we'll be watching for more energy moving in later on today and maybe a little bit into tonight as well. So there's that area of low pressure right about in an area more snow that'll be sneaking by. There's a warm front not too far away either, with a low pressure center further down to the south as well. Again, more snow showers possible for us today and in parts of tonight before it starts to back off for a while for the daytime tomorrow. So futurecast for today, there's those snow showers right there. By tonight, that will start to back off briefly, with more snow showers overnight, maybe in the early Wednesday morning, and then we'll start to calm things down. Futurecast tries to show a few flurries. I do think we'll stay dry for the afternoon period under a mostly cloudy sky in general. Then by Thursday, we may have to watch for more precipitation that will begin to move in. No major accumulations. Anything that falls will be in the northern ends of the state. Maybe you're lucky to see maybe an inch or two, but that'll be rather isolated. If you do experience sound with other spots, won't experience much of anything at all. And then afterward, though, things will start to calm down because by Wednesday, anything that accumulates will not be sharp at all. But mid-30s today, a few snow showers with that north wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. By tonight, 28 degrees, snow showers on the way again, north wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, lower 40s, morning snow showers and mostly cloudy, north wind gusting up to around 30 miles per hour. Alrighty, at Crosby Sports Shop, extended forecast. More rain and snow showers possible by Thursday with highs in the upper 30s. Again, lower 40s Friday with a mostly sunny sky. Mostly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the upper 30s.
The roar of the crowd. The excitement in the stands. The dedication, passion, and teamwork on the court. Driven by the love of the game. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together, Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. Get what you need to keep you firing on all cylinders when you sign up for Napa Rewards. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Bath Fitter is a better way to remodel your tub. Precise measuring means the perfect fit. The Bath Fitter tub-over-tub process means no mess or stress. A custom-made tub and seamless wall mean a watertight fit. Premium acrylic means it lasts a lifetime. And all this together means a great value. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
When Rowell's Garage in Dover Foxcroft wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard Parks.
Duchess Sarah Ferguson. She had a front row seat to royalty. And now this morning, she opens up about the family.
Diana would be very proud of her grandchildren.
Do you think that she'd be proud of not just of her grandchildren, but of her sons?
On Good Morning America.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Federal authorities are investigating a growing number of air travel incidents. In just the last 2 days, there was a bird strike and an attack on a flight crew. In that case, a man was aboard a United Airlines flight from Los Angeles to Boston when he allegedly tried to open an emergency exit door while in flight. He also broke into a bathroom to stab a flight attendant with a jagged metal spoon before he was finally wrestled to the ground by passengers. Also on Monday, a close call as 2 United jets clipped wings as they pushed back from the gate. And over the weekend, that bird strike on a plane from Cuba to the U.S. caused that plane to make an emergency landing. Authorities are investigating all 3 incidents.
An urgent search is underway for a group of Americans kidnapped across the border in Mexico. They were in a minivan with North Carolina plates, apparently traveling for cosmetic surgery in a region controlled by a powerful drug cartel. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
This morning, a $50,000 reward is being offered in the search for 4 Americans violently kidnapped in Mexico. Video appears to show a group of heavily armed men taking the victims at gunpoint after the victims crossed into the Mexican state of Matamoros. The FBI is investigating the video, which ABC News was not able to verify overnight.
These sorts of attacks are unacceptable. We will continue to coordinate with Mexico and push them to bring those responsible to justice.
The State Department is working with Mexico's government to find the Americans identified as Latavia Tay McGee, Shaid Woodard, Zindell Brown, and Eric Williams.
When I found out he was en route in Mississippi.
Brown's family says they spoke to him the day before he was kidnapped.
I felt a little uneasy. Like I said, Friday morning, I texted and I didn't get anything.
McGee's mother says her daughter traveled from South Carolina to Mexico to get a Brazilian butt lift. The Biden administration is advising Americans not to travel to that part of Mexico due to the risk of crime and kidnapping, putting the region and others on the level 4 do not travel list, the same travel warning issued for Syria and Iraq.
We encourage Americans to heed that advice.
And with spring break season upon us, the level 4 travel warning also includes the resort city of Acapulco. Experts say if you are visiting the area, vary your route when driving from point A to point B. Stay close to wherever you're visiting, and to avoid making yourself a target, leave your flashy jewelry at home. The FBI is asking for the public's help in identifying the armed men in that video.
Well, meanwhile, nearly 24 people are facing domestic terrorism charges after violent protests erupted in Atlanta. The protests took place at the site of a police training center under construction that some are calling a cop city. Officials say outside agitators breached the construction site after splintering away from a peaceful protest. Police say it was a coordinated attack with protesters throwing rocks, fireworks, Molotov cocktails, and also setting equipment on fire. Environmentalists have been occupying that site to save some nearby woods, but are also arguing the training facility would be militarized police. Most of those arrested came from out of state to join that protest. Just a wild scene there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, the governor hosted a maple tree tap in Augusta yesterday in order to promote Maine's growing maple economy.
Plus, we'll hear about a favorite local ice cream and grill that is now open for the season. Those stories and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
What can your John Deere compact tractor do? Attachments for any job. Financing that's as easy as...
like getting a library card.
Affordable.
You're going to get this bigger tractor, and it's going to be less money.
Dependable.
Through the rain, through the snow, I'll work through it all.
Comfortable.
And I haven't any idea how we survive without it.
Experience United and build a tractor package customized for you.
When Rowell's Garage in Dover Foxcroft wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance.
Oh boy, she got another Wi-Fi device. Our network can't handle that.
What? It can't?
The router's gonna blow.
And what does that mean? We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die?
Not all Wi-Fi can be Spectrum Wi-Fi.
What's going on in there?
Spectrum Advanced Wi-Fi can handle up to 200 devices.
Goodbye, sweet world.
Get Wi-Fi you can rely on. Get Spectrum One.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Kind of getting into that groove. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 7th, 2023. It's also National Cereal Day. Whether it's something on the healthy side or coated with sugar, most everyone has their favorite type of breakfast cereal. The flavors are almost limitless and can help add a little snap, crackle, and pop to your morning. You have a favorite cereal?
I've had Rice Krispies, actually, the most recently. I love them.
I like Rice Krispies, too.
With some strawberries?
Yeah.
I can do a lot of different cereals if there's fruit in it.
Yeah,
I
like a lot of cereals, too. I think I just grew up eating a lot of cereal, you know, and that kind of thing.
It's a great snack, too. Yeah. I think I eat it more as a snack instead of breakfast.
Do you have a favorite brand, though? What is your all-time favorite brand? Depends on what I'm in the mood for, I think.
I don't know. It depends on if it's sugary or if it's just... I think genuinely, Rice Krispies or... rice. What are those Chex things?
Rice Chex.
Rice Chex,
Yeah,
but with
Chex.
strawberries. Anything with strawberries.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
I always keep a box of Life cereal
Yep,
in the
that's
cabinet and some Raisin Bran. They say older guys like me should eat a lot of bran. So
I like Raisin Bran too.
I don't eat a lot of it, but it's good for a snack too.
Yeah.
You just need a little, quick bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad we got that out of the way. National Cereal Day.
All right. Well, on this day in history, in 1965, a march by civil rights demonstrators was violently broken up in Selma, Alabama, in what came to be known as Bloody Sunday. And previously, before that, in 1897, Dr. John Kellogg served the world's first cornflakes to provide a nutrient-rich diet at a hospital in Michigan. I think we had this conversation a few weeks ago. The invention of that cereal was quite strange.
Yeah, it's appropriate on National Cereal Day, too.
Right, right.
Dr. Kellogg,
I wonder if that has to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, in 1926, the first successful transatlantic telephone conversation took place between New York and London. And in 1985, We Are the World, a song recorded by a number of high-profile music stars, was released. Have you ever seen the footage of Bob Dylan singing that?
Oh, yeah, he just, yeah, we are the world.
But he's
not really singing along, It was cool, though. I remember when they did all that.
That always cracks me up. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Although it was such a good cause, I just think of Bob Dylan being goofy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it would go on to help raise $63 million in famine relief for Africa.
Pretty neat thing.
That's a lot of money.
Today's birthdays include actor Bryan Cranston, who is 66. Actress Jenna Fisher from The Office is 48. Remember Pam?
Absolutely.
Singer Taylor Dayne turns 60, and comedian Wanda Sykes turns 58 today.
Wanda. Wow, a day full of talent once again.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, I mean, the weather has been strange lately. That pothole story is still on my mind. Today seems like a day that could feed into that.
Yeah, get ready for potholes. We
Right.
have a lot of this cooling and, the freezing and the warmth and all that kind of thing. So
Not
we're going to see a lot more of it.
cold today, though, when we left.
No.
Yeah.
But today we'll have cold. Tomorrow it's going to be up in the 40s, and so that's perfect for potholes
Right.
and things like that. So
yep.
just be careful as you're heading out there. You might
Right.
see some snow in your travels, too.
Right. Devin Biggs has all the details.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, here we are this morning. A small craft advisory is up through Wednesday morning, or Wednesday afternoon, I should say, at about 7 p.m. along the coast. So until 7 p.m., I'll emphasize again, as we'll be watching for some wave heights that will still be rather high from time to time, as we're watching kind of an area of low pressure, a wide circulation that's pretty much off to our north and east. It's going to bring a little bit more snow to our neck of the woods as well. We'll be watching for snow showers on and off today. It might accumulate in a few spots, but for the most part, nothing to get too worried about. Here's a big picture. Look at the circulations here. We have one right about in here, and the general flow is from east to west. So we'll be watching for more energy that will be moving in as you do move forward. As for the winds, not too bad out of the north in general at about 10, maybe up to 20 miles per hour from time to time, although the winds will really pick up tomorrow. That is why that small craft advisory is posted. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Clouds with a few snow showers possible. Temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Well, in celebration of Pure Maine Maple, Governor Mills hosted a maple tree tap on the lawn of the Blaine House in Augusta yesterday. Ahead of Maine Maple Sunday, the governor partnered with the Maine Maple Producers Association president, Lyle Merrifield. The event promotes the growing maple production industry here in Maine ahead of the 40th annual Maine Maple Sunday on March 26th.
A large commodity for the agricultural, and it's just getting larger all the time. There's more producers coming on board, and Maine is getting more recognized as a maple producing state. Oh, if they haven't been out to Maple Sunday, they've been living under a rock. They need to get out and visit Maple Sunday and visit a farm.
Visit MaineMapleProducers.com to find maps or farms to visit for a full day of family fun. And in the coming weeks, we will have Williams Family Farm owners on the show to discuss this very weekend, and I'm looking forward to that. They've been on the show before.
Very neat. It's fun to watch the process, too, when
Yeah.
they boil all the sap and all that kind of thing. Sometimes you get to have samples.
Samples, see, Craig, those are my favorite.
Yeah, I like samples, too.
What's that stuff? Monkey brains? What is that stuff?
I don't know.
I've heard somebody call it that. It's It's like cinnamony, sugary, sticky maple stuff.
Sounds good to me.
It's a crazy name, and that's part of the reason why I love it so much.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Back with sports and more after this.
Yeah.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Key Appliance, we hold the key to savings.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Go get it. Go.
Hey, I was hoping you'd be here.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa. I like lunch.
There's a deal for every occasion at McDonald's. Like now, get a crispy chicken sandwich, spicy crispy chicken sandwich, or 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Choose 2 for just $6.
Pat's Pizza in Holden is not just a restaurant that serves delicious food and pizza. They also have an adjacent party and event room. Consider having your birthday or office party at Pat's Pizza. They have indoor golf, a pro shop, and a beautiful 9-hole golf course. Pat's Pizza, Holden.
Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. A lot of action to get to. We have 4 state title games coming at you, but first, the news of the day. The MPA Classifications Committee met Monday morning and approved a reclassification proposal for next year's basketball season. The committee will hear appeals on March 16th, but they don't expect changes prior to this becoming official. Class AA will now be a statewide class with schools of enrollment of 825 and up. Class A will be schools with enrollment of 585 to 824. Hamden Academy moves back to Class A. Class B is 315 to 584. Class C starts at 130 and caps at 314. And Class D is enrollment of 129 and below. All of those but AA have regions. Madomic Valley and Oceanside are headed to the north. That is all for next season, but this season we have 4 classes yet to hand out gold balls. Let's start with Class D on Monday night at the Cross Center. The girls' Class D title game at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Southern Aristic looking for their 4th in 5 years. Seacoast Christian, the challengers. Second quarter, Warriors up. Cammie Shields pokes it free on the steal, fires ahead to Madison Russell. She finishes off the break, 2 of her 19 points. And then it's Russell with it. She is going to send it down for Shields. These two link up again, and she does the same thing there. But the Guardians, they would fight early. Here is Ellie Leach with it. She's going to take it all by herself, getting to the hole for 2 with the left. But the Warriors, they were just too much here. Second half ball goes out to Russell. She sends the bounce pass into Allie Shields, banks it in for 2. Southern Aristic, they win their 2nd straight and 4th in 5 years. 68-30 is the final.
Coach told us before the game, defense was going to win this game, and if we could create a lot of offense on our defense, we would be successful. And just working hard, doing all the little things. So.
All right, so make that 4 gold balls and 5, like we said, for the Warriors. They swept Class D last year in boys and girls, looking to do the same this year. So it is time for the boys here, the rematch of the 2022 Class D state title game. Southern Aristic looking for 2 in a row. Forest Hills out looking for revenge. First quarter, good start if you like scoring. Buddy Porter, nice move to the hole, banks it in for 2. Still in the first, the other way, Mason Desjardins on the catch and shoot for the Tigers. Money from the corner. Then here he is again, getting into the lane. He's going to kiss this one home off the glass. Friendly roll. It was close at first, but the Warriors would get rolling. Dylan Burpee in the lane. He's going to get the floater to fall. They were up 19 at the half, and it would keep going. Graham Siltz over to Burpee. His mid-range is money. He had 36 points. The Warriors win their 2nd title in a row. 83-56 is that final.
It's hard work, playing against us. We're just kids, and it's just, we just work hard every day, get into practice, shooting, and just plays. We have that chemistry already, so we just play together and work hard. That's it.
Our hard work seems the key there. That'll get you far in life. Let's head down south now. Class AA gold ball games at the Cross Insurance Arena. We will start things off with the girls. Oxford Hills Vikings from the north. They are battling the southern champs. Those are the Gorham Rams. We're going to start just before the end of the first quarter. Gorham's Ellie Gay dropping a 3 at the buzzer. Rams by 5 after 1. It's the second quarter now. The Vikings would, oh, there's the 3 at the buzzer. We were one play ahead of you guys. Let's go to the second quarter now. Vikings would explode. Sierra Carson slashing to the basket for 2, and she's going to get that one to go. And then for the Vikings now, it's Sierra launching a 3. Vikings would tie it at 14 on that bucket. To the third quarter we go. Tristan Derenberger, she gets hot from beyond the arc. That makes it an Oxford Hills 13-point lead. And then the next trip down, she is going to bury another triple. Tristan with 18 tonight. And the Vikings are sailing back to South Paris with the gold ball after pulling away for a 62-25 win. All right, let's go to the boys now. The boys AA state championship features defending champ South Portland and their crosstown rival Portland. Late in the first half we go. Portland's Jessie Camus for 3. That is good. The Bulldogs were down 4 at the half. Second quarter tied at 20. Third quarter tied at 20. Bulldogs would take the lead down low. It's Camus again for 2, but the Red Riots would erupt. Later in the quarter, South Portland's Jaden Kim, the basket and 1. Riots up 5 after 3. Fourth quarter, Ben Smith, pull up. He gets that one to go. Riots by 7 and pulling away. Another 3 for Smith right there. Gets the friendly roll on that one. And then from the corner, Jalen Jackson, the basket and the hard foul right there. Riots repeat as state champs. They knock off Portland 52-42. All right, staying on the gold ball subject, on Friday, the Brewer Witches took home their first ever gold ball in school history. And what an emotional moment it was for the entire group. We touched on a lot of the bases with the state finals preview last week. So here are the sights and sounds and reactions from the state finals victory.
High school, junior high, Pee Wee, have you ever made a game-winning basket?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I have. I think I got it at the right time. It felt like I was staring at the backboard for 20 seconds, and I thought I had to place it so perfectly. I didn't know what was going on. Armstrong's a hell of a player, man. I did not expect some of the moves that he was gonna pull out tonight. But once he missed that shot, I mean, we were just celebrating. We wanted this for so long.
When I saw the shot, it looked good, and I was like, there's no way that can go in, right? And as soon as he missed it, it just, all the emotions hit. And I instantly just lost my voice yelling, and it was just an unreal feeling that you cannot describe.
You know, if I wanted to draw it up and how special this is to be part of this with my son, it can't get any better. And I tell these kids, you know, we've been together for a long time, and I feel like these guys, all these kids are my family, and it's just a special moment for all of us.
You know, I love all these guys. You see me giving them hugs, and we're getting emotional at the end, so I mean, it just means the world to me. We've been playing with these guys since 3rd, 4th grade. I can remember my 1st grade team at YMCA, coached by one of our coaches, and there's a few of those guys on there, and that grown up with them forever. I absolutely love these guys. I told everyone I wasn't going to cry, and then I started sobbing. I was so excited. The emotions just were pouring. It was just so amazing.
Every time we got in the huddle, we're like, guys, we got this. We battled all year. And to do it with my brothers and win a game like that is just amazing.
And I mean, it just all paid off.
Really tough.
All right, what a story right there for them. Congratulations to Brewer. Really happy for all the guys over there. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
Before and bath fitter. Before and bath fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub-over-tub process, there's no mess or stress. Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits. Bath Fitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Come and enjoy the experience of their all-you-can-eat seafood dinner every Friday night, now through April, with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Simply call to make your reservation or order for takeout. You can also take your taste buds on a journey with their 5-course international menu, Tuesday through Thursday, for just $29.95 per person. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Are you done fidgeting?
I'm done.
Okay, so we can get back to the news.
Okay, get my chair in place.
Okay.
One of those mornings.
I know, and we're short too. So.
Yeah.
Okay, need a new home that's a perfect match for you and your pet? Fox Business Network's Connell McShane has a look at this story and more in Fox Means Business.
All right, now I can finish.
Drivers seeing red to start the work week. That's because gas prices are creeping back up. The national average for regular unleaded up slightly over the weekend. A gallon now at $3.40. That is around 4 cents higher in the past week. Meantime, U.S. factory orders hitting some turbulence. New orders for manufactured goods falling in January. While the drop was slightly less than expected, it almost reverses December's gains. A plunge in airplane demand. A big reason why. To Wall Street, mixed Monday for your money. The Dow and the S&P 500 up slightly. The NASDAQ dropping a bit. And if you're a pet owner looking to move, look no further than Austin, Texas. Zillow ranking it as the top pet-friendly city for renters, with more than 4 out of every 5 listings allowing pets. Lone Star State claiming the top 3 spots on this list, with Dallas and Fort Worth following Austin. And that's business. I'm Connell McShane.
All right, let's get right into weather.
Sounds good. Here's Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop, with a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. Alrighty, here we are. So winds, it was windy yesterday. Look at some of these wind gusts we had, getting up to 60 miles per hour at times in a few spots like Bangor and Plymouth. In other spots, though, not too far away at 56 miles per hour, and Princeton at 38 miles per hour. So it was rather windy across the region yesterday, and now obviously the winds are starting to calm down, as we only have a small craft advisory that's posted until 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Tomorrow the winds will pick up again, and they'll have to get the surf active yet again. But for now, wave heights are starting to calm down for now at around 1 to 8 feet, kind of a sharp range, right, according to some of the buoys out towards sea. And of course, we can see some of the green farther out towards sea in some other areas as well, indicating some higher surf that's being noted. For now, we're watching more snow moving in for the north going toward the south. It's been developing over the last few hours, so we'll be watching this movement for the north going toward the south. And we'll keep that going for the daytime period today. We'll give you the bigger picture to see why this is happening. Kind of a general flow. We have a lot of this general pattern here going from the east, going toward the west. There's an area of low pressure right about in here. And we'll be watching for more energy moving in later on today and maybe a little bit into tonight as well. So there's that area of low pressure right about in there. We have more snow that'll be sneaking by. There's a warm front not too far away either, with a low pressure center further down to the south as well. Again, more snow showers possible for us today and the parts of tonight before it starts to back off for a while for the daytime tomorrow. So futurecast for today, there's those snow showers right there. By tonight, that will start to back off briefly, with more snow showers overnight, maybe in the early Wednesday morning, and then we'll start to calm things down. Futurecast tries to show a few flurries. I do think we'll stay dry for the afternoon period under a mostly cloudy sky in general. Then by Thursday, we may have to watch for more precipitation that will begin to move in. No major accumulations. Anything that falls will be in the northern ends of the state. Maybe you're lucky to see maybe an inch or two, but that'll be rather isolated. If you do experience snow at other spots, won't experience much of anything at all. And then afterward, though, things will start to calm down because by Wednesday, anything that accumulates will not be sharp at all. But mid-30s today, a few snow showers with that north wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. By tonight, 28 degrees, snow showers on the way again. North wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, lower 40s, morning snow showers, then mostly cloudy. North wind gusting up to around 30 miles per hour. Alrighty, Crosby Sports Shop extended forecast. More rain and snow showers possible by Thursday with highs in the upper 30s. Again, lower 40s Friday with a mostly sunny sky. Mostly cloudy on Saturday, highs in the upper 30s.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Scudic & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit ScudicandBloom.com or call 844-SCUDIC.
This Sunday, let's salute the amazing people who bring magic to life.
Enjoy the moment.
The Oscars, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, live Sunday on ABC.
Travel down to North Main Street in Brewer, and you may just see another sign of spring. Jimmy's Ice Cream is open for the season, and employees that we spoke to love seeing all their regulars come back. But they say what brings them back year after year is more than a large scoop of ice cream.
Honestly, I feel like our employees just do a really good job of selling the menu, making everyone feel welcome, and just giving everyone the full Jimmy's experience, you know?
So whether you want a sweet treat like some hard or soft serve on a cone, or perhaps a whole belly clams and chicken fingers, the Jimmy's staff can't wait to see you. I didn't know they had fried clams.
Oh, they have wicked good
Yum.
fried clams and
That's
sandwiches.
awesome.
I live like 100 feet from Jimmy's, so it's very dangerous.
It is dangerous.
So I could walk right across the street and there they are.
That's perfect.
So
And
yeah, it's not
hey,
a bad thing.
Signs of spring everywhere. This daybreak is before we start the show.
Right.
All positive things. It's
Yeah.
very exciting.
Okay, spring is on the way, folks.
Right. Yeah. That's all for us this hour. We will continue broadcasting here on Fox 22.
Have a great day.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including up to $840 added back to your Social Security check each year. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card to pay for extra dental, vision, and hearing expenses, money for over-the-counter items, and up to $840 back in your Social Security check each year. And so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a